let's talk about my top option. This is my top option. A guy that I really would like to have be in the Giants uniform next year.
The Red Rocket.
And it's funny because we talked about this guy last year. We didn't want him. How the times have changed.
Yeah.
Justin Fields. That's where we're at, guys. That's the bar we're setting low. But listen, Justin Fields looked good last year, or this past season, I should say. I don't know. It's always like this that time of year. Is it last year? Is it this year? I don't know. It's the last calendar year. But he's going to be 26 years old next season. So he's still a younger guy. Hell, we had guys coming out of the draft the last couple of years that are 24 years old. So 10 games, 6 starts this year, 65.8 completion percentage, 1,106 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Oh, yeah, and by the way, don't forget the running parks. He runs 62 rushes, 289 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So the guy had literally 10 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Yeah, not too shabby.
No. And I'm still very, very curious as to why the Steelers benched him. I can't see it. I mean, the Steelers were played better with him as the quarterback than they did with Russell Wilson.
They definitely had more scores with Russell.
Did they have 4 scores?
And 7 years ago, they went right to the playoffs and right out.
But I mean, I'm just saying win-loss wise. Like that's where I'm at here. So like he did better than Russell Wilson because his stats are better. Their win-loss record was better. I mean, he was 4-2 as a starter. That's not bad. You know,
no.
I think we would be very, very happy to be 4-2, right? Like, am I wrong here, guys?
4 wins just sounds nice.
Just I remember what winning feels like. Yeah. You know, by the way, Russell Wilson 6-5. So they're basically an average team with Russell Wilson. They won 2/3 of their games with Justin Fields.
Yeah, and that's also kind of unfair because the month of December was really bad for the Steelers, and they played some strong competition.
Yeah.
So, because before December, I think they had 3 losses in December, and
they
against the Ravens.
They lost like the last 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin Fields. I'm curious. Who do you play against to see those stats? Let's see. So, ignoring the other stuff like the Ravens and the Browns, he came in for a little bit. Played against the Falcons. Played against the Broncos, the Chargers, the Colts, the Cowboys, and the Raiders. By the way, the Raiders were his worst game.
It's funny.
That's not bad. I mean, they're wrong. They're not all good teams. The Falcons, though, not a horrible team. Broncos, team has played very well in defense this year. Chargers, we are talking about Harbaugh and defense and all that kind of stuff. You know, Cowboys, this was before the Cowboys injury started. And the Raiders, that, you know, they're bad. They have Max Crosby at least, but they're bad. I feel like that's everybody says about the Raiders now. They have Max Crosby.
Yeah. Well, what I'll say is the last 4 games they lost, which they started Russell, and they played the Eagles, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and then the Bengals in that.
Oh yeah,
matchup. So like there were some legit teams.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying otherwise, but I'm just saying it's not like he was playing scrubs. Is what I'm getting at. You know, like
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I was just saying, you know, when you get you're saying 6-5, but you take away that last month, he was 6-1.
I get it. And the queen of ball should be the king, but you know, you got testes. It happens.
Yeah. Well, that's why there's a king.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.